isn't a destroyer. He wants to control the network. He wants our archives all to himself.
I've heard about the Carrier's Bible. Is there more?
A lot more. Maps, other books, vast quantities of intel gathered over the years. Every little detail about the city and the surrounding areas as well.
Waltz is no doubt trying to gather complete information about the city. Maybe about its citizens. He's looking for something and I need to know what. I need to see the archives.
That's information reserved for only the highest ranks of the Carriers Guild. However, you've more than proven yourself. Earned your place among our elite carriers. Come on. Your time has come, Hotshot. Welcome to the top tier of the Carriers Guild ranks. Not bad for a pilgrim. You are officially the elite of the elite. The best of the best of the very best of the guild. Our secrets are now your secrets. To honor this occasion, I have something for you. Congratulations, Hotshot. And to think what you were when you joined. Some snotty-nosed little punk. And what you are now. A carrier. Makes me proud. With your fearless dedication and service, you've earned the right to ask of the rest of us how we can serve you. You get one favor, so ask away. And make it good, Hotshot.
I asked that Derek be reinstated as a carrier. He saved my life, and even as an outcast, had this guild's back. He admits to his mistakes, and I believe he'll work hard to make up for them.
Well, if you say so, I'll believe you. We'll restore Derek immediately.
Thank you.
From now on, treat me like an open book. There is probably a great deal that you'd like to know. Want answers, Hotshot? Now's your chance to ask.
Aiden, heard the news.
Question for you, Professor.
Meet me in the canteen.
Ask away.
If I'm really empty, thank you. I want a date in person.
Nothing right now. A question for you, Professor.
Ask away.
Can you tell me any more about Major Matt?
Before the revolution, Jack Matt was an undistinguished military major. He made his name by refusing William's order to shoot civilians. He managed to get most rank-and-file soldiers to join him and side him with the people and help in their revolution succeed. He's considered by many as not just a hero, but the city's savior. That was then. Now, I hear, he's more and more after personal gain and the help of the citizens.
That sounds like he's on a power trip. It's too bad. So, what about this Raynor character?
Character's right. He's responsible for bringing together all the trade unions necessary to get the wall built. This had him mixing with nearly everyone in the city, both the bigwigs and everyday people. He leveraged his role to make himself very, very rich, which made him an unlikely revolutionary leader, but he became one nonetheless. He was ground zero for the rebellion, although his true motivations have never quite been clear. He came out on top in any case, and manages the supply chain for the peacekeepers. He's up there with Matt in influence. He's got exquisite taste, and in the course of his duties, manages to obtain all manner of rare artifacts his people come across. Well, he's become quite the collector.
Sounds like a colorful individual. I'm looking for a girl named Mia. She'd be about my age now. A little younger. Do you know anything about her?
No, I'm afraid not. Anything else you can tell me about her?
Yeah, she was one of Walter's experimental subjects. No, one of his victims. 15 years ago.
There were more girls. The carriers know of one of them. It was hard to keep that one out of trouble.
Sounds like it could be her.
Maybe. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. She goes by the name of Lawan. She hangs out with Frank, as far as I know.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Can you tell me anything about X-13?
X-13? Interesting. Not quite, but listen to this. Back in the day, the military coded strategic locations around the city with an X and a number. This included sites like water towers, power stations. The higher the number, the more strategically important the location. But I've never heard of any location with a higher designation than X9.
So, what's strategically important about X-13?
Have no idea. But I'll tell you, it's not a place for guys like you and me, lad.
I wonder what it means then. So, what's the real story on the Night Runners? Who were they?
Heroes to most. Started out pretty simple, a group of soldiers who became infected during a mission. Now, usually, infection spelled the end of a military career. Too much risk, especially with so many night operations. However, around this time, the military created something called inhibitors. Not only did they prolong the time you could spend in the dark, but also greatly enhanced motor skills and other senses. The downside was the side effects of inhibitors. They kicked the crap out of most people, if they didn't outright kill you. Given a choice, most soldiers took the risk to remain in active duty and to continue to make a difference in the battle. That's why people consider them heroes. Not just because they did so much to help so many, but because they joined the revolution on the people's behalf. They were the real deal, Aiden.
It's quite a story. So who's this Colonel Williams?
Oh, yes. Colonel Chris Williams, a.k.a. The Butcher.
Ooh, how do you earn that nickname?
If you hadn't just asked me, I'd say you don't want to know. But, since you asked, Williams was the right-hand man of General Pratt, the nominal head of security for the city. I say nominal because it was an open secret that Williams was Pratt's puppet master. Pratt was a nepotism promotion, and of no practical military use. Growing bold, Williams ordered a chemical strike on the city, while Pratt was stuck at the bottom of a whiskey bottle, unable to cope with the conflict, the responsibility of military command, and really, well, anything not whiskey-related. What happened next is common knowledge. Williams' attack triggered the revolution. With Pratt having abdicated all authority, Williams ordered the military to shoot civilians. Most of the soldiers refused his order, and the end of armed conflict came swiftly. But not before the colonel and many of his supporters made the dam his personal stronghold. Shortly after that, lucky for him, he took in Waltz.
Wow, the Butcher indeed. Thanks for the information. So what really brought on the revolution?
It had been building for a while. Under Williams' direction, the military was increasingly unconcerned with collateral damage or civilian fatalities. The chemical strike was the match that lit the bonfire. The military explanation for the chemical strike was to eliminate the infected in evacuated areas of the city. Fact is, most areas had not been evacuated. Crowds of survivors remained, huddled on roofs, sheltering in place. Citizens, but also undocumented refugees from all over Europe. There was no way to know who was healthy and who was infected. It was a massacre, and half the city's population was wiped out.
Oh my God.
It was a tragedy beyond comprehension. Was Williams that bloodthirsty and cruel? Was the military that disorganized that it didn't know its own evacuation plans? In the end, it doesn't really matter. Death and chaos enveloped the city, and those who survived had had enough. And so, as people have done throughout the ages, they rose up in revolution.
I hardly know what to say. This has been quite an education. Thanks, Professor.
No problem, kiddo. Wish more of my carriers were as curious as you.
A question for you, Professor.
Thanks, Aiden. You don't know what being back in the guild means to me.
Don't thank me. You proved yourself.
Maybe, but you made it happen. Here, take this.
What's that?
A little toy I whipped up for myself. I want you to have it. I call it Deliverance, and it's yours.
Holy shit. Look at this. Thanks, man.
Use it in good health, or I'll find your corpse and steal it back, Pil. Aiden.
Roger that. You take care, Derek.
Not the least of my worries.
And what is?
My roof is leaking. If it rains again, my place will flood.
Not like you have much to lose.
That's a shame.
You hear that?
Fire.
I haven't finished yet.
Any hunts for me today?
Yes, a very rare creature has appeared. I fashion its skin into vessels that hold substances no other material can safely contain.
Sign me up. Where do I go?
Not just where, but when. It is a nocturnal creature. It will be at the peak of its power and speed. So take great care.
I will. Thanks.
Frank's calling for the return of the Night Runners. I wonder.
Here?
Was supposed to be back yesterday, but the merchant's late.
Sorry to hear that.
Sure, you think some girl keeps talking about you?
Does she miss her out? On your
I guess she needs someone to play
Is the
with.
dark zone necessary?
I gave you money to buy water, and what did you do?
The card was good for me. How should I know they were scammers?
You couldn't have screwed it up more than you did.
It's not
Hey,
working.
give me a break, man. It's not a big deal.
sweet weapon you got there, Aiden.
Trying to think how to fix this.
Pilgrim, long time no see.
Hello, Barney.
What brings you, pal?
How's life?
Better, now that the PK finally stopped bothering us. I'm even thinking of starting my own business. I know a bit about weapon design. I could start making and selling them.
Sounds good. And, how's Sophie doing?
Oh, yeah. That's major news. She's the big boss now.
I'm sure she is.
After all that happened, folks finally realized we needed a real leader. I'd say things have turned out the way they always should have been.
Well, good for her. And for all of Old Villador. I'm looking for Dr. Veronica Ryan.
You're not the only one, man.
What do you mean?
The good doctor's in trouble. And, weird kind of trouble. You see, a group of renegades appeared in Old Villador. First, we braced ourselves for another battle. But they didn't attack the bazaar. Just asked for Dr. Ryan. Of course, we didn't tell them where she is.
And where is Veronica? You can tell me, right?
In a hideout. Vincenzo and a few of our people are protecting her there. But the less people know about that place, the safer she is.
Where is it, Barney? If the renegades are hunting Veronica, a few people may not be enough.
You just can't walk away from a fight, can you? The building is north of Quarry End, Courtesan Rose Street. But you didn't hear it from me.
And you? Why are you here and not with Vincenzo and the rest?
I wanted to be, but Sophie talked me out of it. Said something about not wanting them to have to deal with my attitude. What attitude, for fuck's sake?
I have no idea. Okay. Thanks for the info. I'll go and give him a hand.
The folks say I'm the one always itching for a fight. Anyway, good luck, man.
My sister found some weird tapes inside an abandoned building the other day.
Not the end of the world.
You guys see this?
Will you look at that? What the fuck's going on here?
Must have scared it off.
Follow me here. I'll volunteer to do the cleaning. She can wield the axe. Such
Container detected.
Understand? I'll make you talk. It's just a matter of time. The one you gotta ask him. Should I get a hot poker? That would speed things up.
Aiden. Thank God.
Where's Veronica?
She managed to escape.
I need to find her. Do you know where she is now?
No, but we can try to contact her. Veronica? Veronica? Are you safe? Veronica? Shit. Something's not right.
Yes, I'm safe. Are you?
Oh, I am now. There is someone who needs to speak to you.
Dr. Ryan, I'm Aiden. I know that you're being hunted by the renegades.
Hurry, Aiden. More renegades may be here any minute.
Frank told me you worked for the GRE. I need access to the GRE database in the observatory. I have a GRE key.
A GRE access key?
That's what I've been told. You think you can...
Let's meet. I'll be in a small building near the dam, not far from the observatory.
Okay, I'll go... Wait, hello?
Be careful, Aiden. The place is soaked in chemicals.
I will. Thanks for the heads up, Vincenzo.
Thank you. I'm lucky you showed up. Farewell, Aiden.
Farewell.
It's you. I remember you from the bazaar. Had a feeling we'd cross paths sooner or later.
You patched up Barney, right?
He whimpered like a baby soon as he saw the needle.
And those renegades, why are they after you?
Probably the same reason as you. To access the GRE database. What do you want from it, Aiden? Why are you risking so much?
I'm looking for my sister.
Your sister was in the GRE?
No, she was a prisoner. I haven't seen her in 15 years.
A prisoner? You mean a test subject?
I don't know what I'll find. She's the only family I've got. The only answer to what Waltz has done to us.
Waltz?
He held us there. Had a hobby of experimenting on kids. Did you know about that?
I was only a mid-level doctor, Aiden. I'm sorry. Want to know anything else? Or can we go?
Why are you helping me? Are you looking for something in the database as well?
Aiden, those vaults contain my organization's biggest secrets. I almost died because I was a part of it. I need to know what they were hiding.
What if you don't like what you discover?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
How did a GRE doctor wind up at the bazaar?
By not letting anyone know I was a GRE doctor. After the revolution, the GRE were blamed for the disaster. Personnel were rounded up and executed.
People used revenge to relieve the pain. Doesn't matter if it doesn't work.
What happened, happened. Now I'm someone else.
How are you planning to get us inside the observatory?
Look, there's a security tunnel into the complex. It was locked up years ago. Give me the key, Aiden. Are you sure the key is functional?
Well, it has been.
Maybe the problem is that the building has no electricity.
Is there any other way to get in there?
It depends how much we're prepared to risk.
A lot, if you ask me.
Okay, then come with me. I have something to show you. See those domes?
Sure, but the place is flooded with chemicals.
The GRE had a solution for that. When they created the THV Gen mod, they had to protect their employees from exposure.
But the THV what?
The chemicals. They came up with blockers. Shots that would shield their workers for a few minutes from the fumes. Fortunately, I still have 2 doses. Had a feeling they'd come in handy one day.
Oh, those must be worth a pretty penny.
They are extremely rare. For now, we will need only 1. For you.
Wait, you're not coming?
No, I will join you, but... First, I'd like you to restore the power to the building. You see, I... have panic attacks when I'm in tight spaces or in the dark. Now you probably think I'm a coward.
Not at all. I think it took guts to come here. So let's do this.
When you get there, first restore the power. Then I'll be able to join you. Hold out your arm. Remember, the shot shields you from the chemicals for a limited time only.
Can't I take the other one too?
No, not at the same time. This stuff's too strong. Go as fast as you can to the smaller dome, and from there to the higher one. You should find a door leading inside. There. You'll be safe. Then head to the B block. There you should find the building's main circuit breaker. As soon as you turn on the electricity, the security door will unlock, and I can join you by going through the tunnel I showed you. Now go. The blocker is working.
The blocker is working.
Time. That blocker won't be working forever. Just go and turn on the power.
Malfunction in Block B. Emergency protocol initiated.
Veronica, I made it through the chemicals to the first dome.
Great. Now just get to the second one. Find a door, a hatch, or whatever leads underground.
Right.
Warning. Main power circuit malfunction in Block B. Emergency protocol initiated.
Hey, Veronica, found the entrance. So far, so good. How do you know this place so well, by the way?
I was here just once, long ago. But I have a good memory.
That sounds useful.
Well, sometimes it's a curse. Really.
Veronica, I have a horde of infected here.
Shit. I hoped it would be empty by now.
Well, it isn't. Don't know if I can get through.
Use the UV flashlight on your belt. That should keep them at bay. Just don't stop, Aiden.
I made it. The electricity's on.
Great. The security tunnel is open. I'll try to take the elevator down to you.
This place was quite the hive. Plenty of infected. But I got rid of them.
They were people too, Aiden. They deserve respect. Aiden? What? What's going on? The elevator! It stopped!
I see. I think it blew a fuse. Checking.
Do something. Quick. Please.
Don't worry. I'll fix it.
Please, don't leave me here.
Don't be afraid. I just need a moment.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
I'm working on it.
Let me out! Let me out!
I'm not sitting on my hands here, Veronica. Try to breathe. Slowly.
Don't leave me! Just don't leave me here!
Shouting won't do anything except attract infected. Yeah, calm down. I won't leave you. Power's back. You all right? Veronica? I'll meet you by the elevators. You all right? See? Told you everything would work out.
Just get in.
You always been claustrophobic?
Seriously? For over 10 years.
So what happened then?
Aiden, for God's sake, can we not talk about this right now?
The database. Where is it?
Just give me a moment. Below us.
Even farther than this?
Another 6 floors down.
This is pretty high tech.
Before the GRE, this complex was run by the military. They used it to monitor threats, rocket attacks, that sort of thing. That's why they called it the observatory. Then the virus came, and that was the end.
So what happened here, in the end?
Well, the GRE lost control of the situation, and it all went to hell. Everything collapsed. From what I know, the scientists at first barricaded themselves inside. But soon, conditions in here were as bad as they were in the city. So some of them quietly slipped out. And those who stayed are the ones you got rid of earlier.
So the military ran this place before the GRE?
Yes. It used to be a Cold War command bunker.
Cold War?
A period in the last century. Wars back then were fought on a grander scale. It wasn't just about day-to-day matters like having enough water, UV lamps, and food scraps. In a way, though, it was just like things are now. People lived every day in constant fear.
That's quite the story.
They used to call places like this witnesses to history. Great. Dark again.
Wait, I'll try and figure something out. If we have electricity here, we could use it to power up the whole floor.